According to estimates, the amount of plastic produced annually by 2050 could almost double to 1,100 million tons. Some experts say bioplastics, plastics made from natural resources, could help us here. I'm here in Brisbane, Australia, on the University of Queensland campus, and we're here to look at one of those bioplastics, PHAs, which can be made from organic material like sugarcane. PHA stands for polyhydroxyalkanoate. It's a type of fiber produced by microorganisms found in the environment, but also in labs like this one. And it is 100% biodegradable.
We can be confident that it won't leave a legacy in any natural environment. It degrades easily in soil, fresh water, and salt water.
That's Stephen Pratt. He is the director of the ARC Training Center for Bioplastics and Biocomposites, doing pioneering research on the production of PHAs. What raw material do you use to make PHAs?
So here in the center, we are starting at looking at some of the easier feedstocks to process into PHA, including sugar, cane sugar, and then byproducts from cane farming. But really, PHAs can be made from any organic carbon material.
That got me curious. How did this turn into something that could be used to make this? The first step is fermentation. In this case, sugarcane is put into a bioreactor and fed to bacteria. The bacteria decompose the sugarcane and store the carbon in the form of PHA. The bacterial culture, which is now rich in PHA, is then collected and dried. And then
It's like purified and extracted from the bacteria. It will become like a white powder here.
by the way, that's Clement Chan. He is a research fellow at the center.
This is obviously not a finished product. It's like like that. What we do is that we need to do some compounding.
The powder is then mixed together and then melted with wood. What comes out on the other end are these strands. It's melted sugarcane and wood. I don't think I would want to eat it though. These strands are then chopped up into little pellets, which can then be molded into different shapes. This box degrades in soil in less than 2 years. That time frame, of course, depends upon the ambient conditions. In the ocean, it takes a little longer, close to 3 to 4 years. You want to see it? It's a boomerang that doesn't come back, like quite literally. It's gonna degrade into the environment and it will be gone forever. The center works with partners and licenses out the technology to them. The team is also conducting research to overcome some of the shortcomings of the product.
It has a reputation of being relatively brittle. So some of the research and development is to try and make it tougher, more elastic. So to make thin films out of PHA is still challenging, and that is one of the areas the world is looking to substitute to bioplastics.
Achieving these properties in bioplastics can be a real challenge, and even more so without using additives that, as in conventional plastics, can be toxic. The ones used at the ARC Center don't have any toxic materials, but experts say such examples are pretty rare.
There are some bioplastics that have been produced without those additives, but it's a very, very small amount of bioplastics that are produced usually at small scale.
That's Tricia Fairley. For years, she has done research on plastic pollution.
It's really hard for the consumer, to know what chemicals are in there because, in fact, we know now that bioplastics have pretty much the same, if not more, chemical additives than conventional fossil fuel-based plastics.